in Illinois. They bought this. Hello? Nakapaka pizza. How can I get your pizza? Let me go set this down. All right, we're gonna try this again. This Mini belongs to our new friends, Mike and Sion. And Mike and Sion, I hope I'm saying her name right, Mike and his wife. They live in Illinois and they really wanted this car because not only is it darling and cute, but it's an automatic and she's gonna drive it 5 miles to work. So it's perfect for her, and she just couldn't believe that she's getting a classic Mini with an automatic transmission. But before we ship it to them in Illinois, they said, can you do some of that cool stuff? We watch all your videos and we really want some of that cool stuff. So come here, let's look at the cool stuff. It already had this black grille and these black grille buttons, but I did add these really cool chrome trim rings around the front turn signals. It's got genuine Lucas headlamps in there, but look at this chrome trim around the side marker. And we also went with the clears instead of the ambers. And we added the cute little Union Jacks and the A-pillars. And we put brand new 25th anniversary flares on there because they were starting to crack from the rivets and all that. So they were showing their age, and I just think that really dolled it up a little. Brand new trim along the bottom of the door between the wheel arches, and a Monza flip-top gas cap. Doesn't that look cute? And we put a GB boot badge for Great Britain. Americans, a lot of times they say, well, what's the GB for? Great Britain. Chrome boot hinges, chrome license lamp, and a boot lid liner and a boot liner kit and a car cover because they are going to park it outside. So we got them an outdoor car cover. And of course, a C-Tech charger for the winter time. And how does that work? Well, you've got your little C-Tech plug here. And it's got little lights on it to tell you green, good, yellow, medium, red, bad, charge. Also a battery cutoff switch back here, a good spare tire. You know what? I'm going to sell them a jack kit. I think they need a jack kit back here, so don't let me forget to do that. And then, let's see, what else do we have back here? I tried to convince them to put a Cooper Sport here to kind of balance the chrome, because it's a little lopsided to me, but that's okay. A functioning rear fog light. A lot of times I'll delete that because I think it looks cleaner without it, but this one's working and it's there, so I left it. Twin DTM side exit exhaust, no catalytic converter, and in here we added that wood rim steering wheel, some Patty Hopkirk floor mats with the red beading, and I had my friend Chris recover these seats. They were cracked, so look at the seats in there now. Isn't that looking great? All right, so we're gonna do something else in this video for you guys, and this is mostly for the new owners, Mike and Sion. How do you operate things? How do you, well, let's just look at all the quirks and features of a Mini. How do things work? Well, let's open the bonnet. Come here. Internal release. All right, so the internal release is right here under the, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's right here. Here it is. It is not an internal release. There's the lever, and here's the bonnet hook. The hook and the lever. Now, when you close a bonnet on a Mini, you never drop it like it's an old Chevrolet truck or something. No, 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 no. We've had this hook come out forward and it will latch itself, and we had to kind of mangle the bonnet to get it back open, and never do that. Kind of bring it down and help that hook. Take the palm of your hand and go on the rib of the nose and push down, and then pull back up on it. Make sure it's truly shut. To open it, find that little lever and push it towards this headlight. Just like that. Put your finger in here, look for the latch, the hook. Get your bonnet prop rod, pop that out, bring it over and put it in this groove. It does not go in this hole. It goes in the side here in this little slot, okay? See that? Right there. All right, this is your brake master cylinder. You can see that it's clear and you can see the fluids all the way up there. Now, because this is an automatic transmission, there is no clutch slave cylinder. There is no clutch master cylinder. All you have is your brake master, your windshield washer reservoir. Your dipstick is hiding right here behind the air conditioning. And the air conditioning works in this car. You pull that out. That's your dipstick. And your radiator, your coolant level. Now this is not hot, it's cold. So I can open this and take a peek in there. Looking good. And then, well, I guess that's really all there is to look at. This car, I told them, because it is an automatic, you want to drain the oil and fill it often. How often? Every 1,000 miles or once a year, whichever comes first. I know that sounds like a low amount of miles, but this is a Mini with an automatic transmission, and it's doing triple duty. It's your engine oil, your transmission oil, and your differential oil. So every 1,000 miles, at least, you don't have to change the filter, but just drain the oil out and put the plug back in and put 5 quarts of oil back in it. In an automatic, we're going to use 1040 conventional motor oil. So in a regular Mini manual transmission, we'll use 2050 with zinc, but this one, 1040 conventional. How do you close the bonnet? Let's just do this one more time. You ready? I'm going to slide this bonnet prop rod. Did you see how I swung it around this? And then I popped it into this little clip. Bring it down. Don't drop it. Bring it down. Push that hook in. Nice and gentle. Put your hand on the rib. Shut it and give it a pull. Now I'm going to open that passenger door because I want the cameraman to come around here, and we're going to talk about how we operate everything. Okay. So what do we do here? This has a 4-speed manual, or excuse me, automatic transmission. We're in neutral right now. Most people will get a smashed automatic Mini because they will, if the engine's on, just push it all the way up into reverse thinking that's park and get out, and away the car is going into reverse. That is not a park. That is reverse. Neutral is right here. I want the cameraman to see this. Reverse, neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so neutral, brake. Now watch this. If you're not truly in neutral, let's say that thing isn't right in that little slot. Maybe it's kind of bumped into the first gear. Watch, it won't start. But watch, I'm going to hold the key to the start position, and I'm going to move that into the neutral. See how it's fired right up? So a lot of times if you go to turn that key and it won't start, you need to wiggle this because you're not in neutral. See? This is the choke. So let's say that the engine is cold. Now I started it and moved it over here, so it's still cold, but I already fired it up. When you want to fire it up for the first time, you are going to pull that choke. Now you hear, I'm not stepping on the gas. We got a very high idle. You can feel the little notches. There's a detent. There's a little detent. There's a little detent. So I like to fire it up when it's cold and pull it all the way out and get it running, and then push that lever all the way into that last detent right about there. That gives it a little high idle, but we're not on the choke circuit, and you can still blip the throttle. Remember, this is not computer controlled. Your foot is the computer. So don't be afraid to, everybody, they just turn it on and they never touch the gas, and the engine's laboring and it's cold and it's really trying to run. All you got to do is step on the gas. See? Don't be afraid to blip the throttle like I'm doing right now, okay? This is not a modern car. This is an old car. Carbureted, not fuel injected, and no computer. You are the computer. Okay, this is your heater. I just turned the heater blower on and I can feel it blowing at my feet because it says car. If I move this to the screen, that's gonna blow it out the defrost screen right here, okay? Now, if I don't want the heat blowing on my feet, it's a hot day out, I'll move this to the off position, and all that did was close the flap door so the fresh air coming in the car isn't blowing through the heater, all right? These fresh air vents only bring in fresh air from outside. Heat or AC does not go through these. These are strictly for fresh air outside. That's closed, that's open. Closed, open. This is your little glove box. And you got some stuff for your tire pressure monitors and all that cool stuff, which is right here. I think that's kind of a neat little thing. Now, I'm just gonna set that on the floor. Let's turn the air conditioning on. You push this little AC button. See how it goes click in, click out, click in. Now I've already moved it over to max. Now listen to the engine. There, I can hear the compressor. the AC compressor just came on, and I can feel air blowing out these vents. It's not blowing out here. It's not blowing out here. It's only blowing out here, and it's getting cold already. Let's put it on 3. There it goes. Now, I noticed this little vent, he likes to stay one way or the other. This one seems to stay wherever you put it. But this one, if you put it there, close. Oh, no. Look at that. All right, well, you can point it at the driver. There we go. Anyway, it's getting nice and cold. Working good. So I'm going to turn that off. If I would have just hit this button. Let's say you want to blow air through there, but you don't want the AC on. You can do that. You want the AC on, push the button. Okay, so now, headlights. This is a 3-position switch. Off, running lights, headlights. Forward on this stick right here, you can see the headlight button is the high beam, and there's a little blue jewel in here that just turned on. Okay? That's your headlights and your high beams. It's your hazards, blinky, blinky. I got 2 little green jewels up here blinking. Those are my turn signals. Rear defrost and a brake test warning light. What is that? This is your brake fluid level. If that light starts to flicker or blink, your brake fluid level is low. This is your coin holder / ashtray. This is the heater control knob. Oop, I gotta put a nut on there. This, don't mess with this, because all that does is open and close the heater valve. Right now, we've got all the hot water going through the heater core at the moment. That aids in cooling. It also is warm in the winter. If you don't like the hot air going on your feet, move this flap door to the off position. Come on over here real quick. When it had the catalytic converter, this was an exhaust temperature light. Catalytic converters would catch on fire. They get plugged up and they would catch on fire. That's bad. You don't want that. Well, because we're in America, USA, and if it's more than 25 years old, we don't have any smog or DEQ in the state of Oregon, or actually all states except California. Anyway, turn your headlights on and turn this on, and that's that rear fog light back there. Go see that light. See that red light? I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on. That is your rear fog light. It also helps make you more visible at night or in the fog. That's what that's for. Turn signals: right turn and cancel, left turn and cancel. I don't want to turn the wipers on a dry piece of glass. I don't like doing that. But this is your wipers. 1 down is 1 wipe, 1 up is speed 1, 2nd up is speed 2. We've got a non-suction cup rear view mirror here. Let's turn the headlights off. Gosh, I think that's about it, guys. Let's talk about how to lock the car. All right, so we've got an ignition key and we've got our door and boot key. All right, that's all. There's 2 keys to this car. So, door key. Teeth up. See the teeth? Teeth up. Forward, back up is locked. Now, did you see I turned the key back straight up when I pulled the key out? I don't think it won't come out like that. Now, I'm back, so I turn the key to the back, and that unlocks the car, okay? So my subliminal message to myself is teeth up, forward, I'm leaving, teeth up, I'm back, turn it to the back, unlocked. Okay, come around here, and we have a boot. Okay, teeth down is boot unlocked. Teeth down, up, teeth up, boot locked. Teeth up, down, boot unlocked. Just like that. Same thing with the passenger door. Forward, I'm leaving, it's locked. What's nice about this is you can't lock the keys in the car. I'm back, unlocked. Something I forgot to mention, we did this chrome trim over the window pillar. Again, trying to tie some of this chrome together. Looks really good. New window seals and filler strip, and It's looking really good. Anyway, there's a little before and after and a little tutorial on how to operate your Mini and open the bonnet and operate an automatic transmission, how to put it in park, neutral. There is no park. Remember that. Set the brake. Brake works really good. Click, click, click. The rear wheels are locked. The front wheels are in neutral. It won't go anywhere. But remember, neutral is your friend in this car. All the way up is reverse. All the way down is drive. It's labeled. Anyway, Mike and Sion, I hope you really enjoy your new classic little Mini Cooper. I can't wait to find out what you name it. You're going to have a lot of fun with this car in Illinois. And we will see you on the next one.